Hello YouTube, I thought that I would give you guys a small update here from the garage. As you can see, I've now mounted the stainless steel tray that I had for quite some time. This one here is new as well, and you might already know what it's for. It is for the flood coolant kit that I bought this summer, but I haven't hooked it up until now. So last week I started to do some test machining of stainless steel 304. It's supposed to be very hard. And I didn't really know what to machine, but I had a model here of a butter knife that I made out of wood, and this took me quite some time to make, so I thought that I could try to machine the butter knife out of 304 stainless, some double-sided milling. So I will have to flip it over and mill from both sides, and then I also got some titanium to machine. But I'm quite busy this weekend with some other stuff, so I thought that I would just show this. And also, I haven't actually tried the flood coolant kit out yet, so that might be fun to do. So let's give it a try, see if the silicone I applied last weekend will seal. So the flood coolant kit came with this one and also a valve up there, so let's give it a try and see what will happen. Let's see if the coolant will pour in the right direction. Might have to tilt the rudder a little bit. Right, so did fly a lot of more coolant here in the enclosure than I expected, but it was partly because I had this one aimed so that it did hit the rotating E or collet nut a little bit. So in the end of this test cut here, I adjusted this one so the coolant was aimed a little bit next to the end mill, and that reduced the coolant flying some. It did, however, fly a lot of coolant when it hits an edge or something sharp like the sides here of the pocket. And I do got another one here that I thought that would be a bit too much for my weak little coolant pump, but I actually think that this one will be perfect, having the coolant aimed from 3 different angles so that they meet in the center, and also it makes so that it will be less pressure in each one of these ones, which makes so that if one of them hits kind of like an edge, it won't send the coolant as far, so that is good. So this pocket here will be for the butter knife, so that I can flip it over easily and have it on the same place. The positive thing is of course that it cools the end mill. That is not really an issue for me machining aluminium, but when it's time to machine this one, it will help a lot, I think. And also that all the chips seem to be staying in the tray. That is very nice, since I had to vacuum clean the enclosure pretty much all the time. It felt like that was never fun. So hopefully I can just start the coolant pump and then jog the router around a little bit and get all the chips down in the filter for the coolant tank. And I think I need to mention in the video as well that it's pretty dangerous with electricity and water or liquids. So this is nothing to play around with. One gotta know a little bit about the risks involved with it. So I do not recommend anyone else attempting this. I do get an RCD connected, which helps a little bit, but still a bit dangerous, since who knows how waterproof this Chinese spindle is. Anyways, with that being said, my YouTube channel really seemed to be starting to grow very fast now, so that is very fun. Huge thanks to all the people that have subscribed and supporting my channel by pressing a thumbs up and commenting and watching my videos. That will help me to being able to make better videos. So a huge thank you for that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I have a lot of nice videos in the tank, at least 10 I think. Take care and have a nice weekend. I will be back with next video making a butter knife out of 3 or 4 stainless. Very unnecessary, but I think it will be fun. Take care and see ya.